I'm going to talk tonight about updating Create React apps. And you say, why am I here? As I walked in here tonight, someone said, oh, Dave, you're the Ember guy. So I'm the Ember guy at a React meetup. Latest Ember stuff is called Ember Octane. I did a talk last week at the JS meetup about that. So anyway, one of the things I think that's really great about the JavaScript community as a whole is that we're really spurred each other on into great things. So React has really influenced Ember over the years. And Ember has influenced the React world over the years. So we're going to talk about one more of those tonight. And really, all of us are trying to get our users to a very similar place. We want them to have a great experience. We want to get them to a tranquil place. And this is a tranquil place, by the way. I took that picture. I actually was there. And it's worth going to if you get a chance. So my name's Dave. I'm a Kiwi. Since I'm Kiwi up over, you know. Does that make sense? Okay. And I work at a company called Outdoorsy. Just a really quick story here is we're basically Airbnb, but for people's RVs. Like Jonathan was just saying earlier that he rented one last year and went to Maui. Didn't have to buy a hotel. He rented a van that was his hotel and his rental car. Drove around, had a great time with the owner. The owner was super helpful. So we've been trying to hire designers. We're a similar sort of place. We're looking for people too. And one of the designers sent us a Dribble. Dribble is a website that designers put up a bunch of their work. And this designer sent this Dribble to us that he had worked on a year ago. And then one of my coworkers is like, Dave, there's something weird here. You're here. Why are you here? I don't know who this guy is. So in the Ember world, we have a thing called Ember CLI, which does a lot of the similar sorts of things that Create React App does. Setting up a new application for you, running tests, running a server for you, helps with builds, helps with a lot of things. So there's a team of people that work on this, that keep updating that, and keep us as Ember developers up to speed with what's going on in our world. So we, after a while, actually a guy who worked in this building at Classmates, his name's Kelly Selden, wrote this thing on his own repo called Ember CLI Update, which made it super easy for us to update our Ember applications. Just run a few commands and it would update our stuff. A few months ago, he decided to make one for the React community. So I want to talk about that tonight. Then there's the obvious question is, why do we really need an updater? For us on the Ember world, it really helped us keep up to speed. We changed the way that we wrote tests so that it would make it simpler and easier. We've been at this project for a long time as the Ember community, and this helped us keep up to date. When the Outdoorsy app that I worked on started at 1.13, now we're up to 3.10. And the updater has really helped us keep up to date with our Ember application. So, like I was just saying, Ember needed one. So, Create React App Updater does these type of things. So it does auto updates, does conflict resolution, and runs code mods, which we'll talk about later. So this is how you install it. And then in your Create React App, you can run Create React App Updater, or simpler, you can say, it's like cut off there. CR, Create React App, or you can use npx in the repo and run these commands. So demo time. Okay, so here I've got a Create React app that's at 0.0.1.0.0. Does that make sense? I created it here. The way that the Create React app docs say to do this is to go in and rev the version of the React scripts. So I'm just going to run through a demo here, or me doing that, and I'll show you the diff between what that looks like. So at the same time, I'm going to rev the React and the React DOM dependencies also. Then I'm going to run yarn, and this is faster than but I do believe that yarn has stopped me using Twitter a lot. Since I switched from NPM to yarn, I don't use Twitter as much. So here's the diff. I'm not going to show you the yarn diff, but this is the diff for the package JSON file. Okay? So let's do this again, but we'll use the create React app updater. So let me just show you, this is the package JSON for that file, and then we'll run this command. So what's actually happening here, in the background, he's pulling, the project is pulling down your version, local version, it's pulling down the latest, or the version that you're wanting to go to of the create React app. And as pulls those down, and then we'll do a diff between those and make a patch commit that then will be committed back over your code. So here's the diff now from running the create React app updater. All of these things were changed. Okay, so here in your package JSON, this is what that looks like. Tests are run differently. Talked about that earlier. This is the index.json, the index.js file. Notice here that the service worker changed. And by default, the service worker is turned off until you turn it on. And then this is the app.js file. And as a Ember guy, I don't really know why was the component taken away? What happened here? Oops.
Components are out.
Function.
If all it does is render, then you can just write it as a function, and all it will do is render if you don't need lifecycle methods.
Great. It's happening in Ember world as well, actually. Yeah. Okay, so this is the diff. This is what happens when you actually compare the two projects together, the latest version and the version that you have. Okay, so what I did is I went out on the GitHubs and I pulled down a to-do. You know, you have to get a to-do application. I wanted to see what this actually looked like for something that had actually been written a while ago. So this is what that app looks like. I won't do anything else with it. And let's run this here. Oops. Okay, good. We'll do the same again. So obviously you can see the status at the top. You can also see here too the code mods that could be run for this project. And then the diff here is a little bit different. There's code that both projects have changed. So you're going to have to do some merge diffing here. So what I did is I went in and did that. So we'll see. This is going to take a little bit of time because I'm actually, it won't take very long. Actually, it only took me a couple minutes to do it, but I sped up the video because, you know, typing here would have been really bad. Okay, so now that to-do app, I could actually push a PR back up to that project and it would be up to date. Does that make sense? Okay, here's one other part. One of the files in this to-do app look like this. After I changed it to look like this, but this is in some ways that React can be written. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's old, right?
Only if you're a monster.
Yeah, if you're a monster. So this is to really show you what a code mod does. So we're going to run a code mod on this file. Well, it will be on the whole project, but it's only going to affect this file, and I'll show you the before and after here. But this is the way that this works with running code mods. There are 2 in the project right now. Kelly would love some help to add more of the code mods that are available for React. So you saw me picking the 2 code mods to run. And then this is what changed. And then afterwards, we get this. Does that make sense? Is this no longer a monster? Okay.
Smooth sailing.
So yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. Great film, by the way. So man, that's bad positioning for this. This is Kelly's project, create React Updater. I'd love it if you would star that and help out with that. Like I said, at Outdoorsy, we have some React stuff. We need someone who can help us manage a whole bunch of libraries, libraries and widgets that we give to people that own RV rental businesses. Just like Jonathan, his guy who owned one or a couple RVs now wants to create a business, have more, and we're looking for a React person to help us with this. So also, on the Ember side of things, Yehuda Katz, who's the creator of Ember, one of the creators, is going to be here June 27th. He's also on TC39, also done a lot of stuff with Yarn and a whole bunch of things all over the place. Even if you're not into Ember at all, I think it will be worthwhile. Yeah, that's it. Was that 10 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Any questions about React Native?
What if you run this on like an injected React app?
Great question. I've got no idea. Yeah, we can look afterwards if you want. We can try it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.